Buongiorno. President Monti, thank you for those kind words. It's an honor to be here with you. You've dedicated your life to public service and never hesitated to lead when your country or your continent needed you. And as president of this great university, you are influencing a whole new generation of leaders. Rector Ciarni, I wish you and everyone at Bocconi another successful academic year. It is great to be here in Italy. Apple feels right at home here. How could we not? Within Italy, there are so many places, so many people, so many companies where you find a passion for great design and craftsmanship, an artisan's focus on detail. Throughout history, this nation has proven the great value of design, where form meets function and aspiration. This is a country that shows that excellence means making the best, not necessarily the most. Time and time again, Italy has changed the way we think, how we live, and how we structure our societies. You've proven that a great idea can truly change the world. At Apple, we believe that too. And every day, I am reminded of the strong connection between Italy and Apple because I rely on something else from this great nation. Luca Maestri, our CFO. Luca is here today with me, and I know he's glad to be home. Luca. And I'm really glad to be here too. And I'm especially happy to join you at this great university. Being here with you makes me think when I was in business school at Duke University more years ago than I care to admit. It makes me remember how impatient I was to start making my mark on the world. And I guess most of you feel that way. In fact, I hope you do. And I hope you hang on to that impatience throughout your entire life. What I loved most about business school, more than any specific classes I took, was the teamwork, the camaraderie, the culture of collaboration. Business school, like business itself, can be pretty competitive. But there was a mindset there at Duke that said we'd all be better if we worked together. And you know what? They were right. My very first night at Duke, I really lucked out. I happened to sit next to 5 other people who became some of my best friends. We formed a study group of 6 very different people, men and women, from different regions with different ethnic backgrounds and very different political views. We each had unique skills and interests and varied goals for our careers. But we used our differences to make us stronger. Together, we found we were kind of unstoppable. We took some pretty tough classes, and we found that among our group, there was always someone that brought a different strength to the subject area. The alliance we formed lasted throughout our 2 years of school, and we've stayed in touch ever since, and we've continued to support each other, to push each other in both our lives and our careers. Back in California, there's a peak called Glacier Point in Yosemite National Park. It's about a 1,000-meter climb over about 15 kilometers of trail. And last year, the 6 of us decided to hike it together. I'll admit, we didn't all make it to the top, but we did all make it through corporate finance together. My study group, my friends, are a great lesson in how business can work. can work at its best. And it's a glimpse of the future as well, because I believe the best companies in the world will be the most diverse. Bocconi, I know, offers that kind of experience. This is a place where cultures, languages, and nationalities converge. And that's fitting, because the same will be true of so many of the companies where you will work in the future. I know it's true at Apple. In many of our offices, you're as likely to hear an Italian accent or an Irish accent as you are an American accent. This diversity is part of our DNA as a company. Around the world, we have more than 100,000 people who bring their own unique strengths and skills and ideas to the table. Like my study group, we do better work because of it. And I am grateful that I learned that lesson so early in my life. And I'm equally grateful for all of the lessons that I've learned since. Back when I was in business school, I didn't realize and didn't find out for many years that you can express your values through your work, that you can express your values every single day in the work that you get paid to do. You could even, if you found or started the right company, use those values to make a mark on the world. This is something it took me a while to find, but I found it at Apple, and I've never looked back. Today, I'm proud to be part of a company that's here to do more than just make money. I'm proud to be a part of a company that wants to leave the world better than we found it. This is what motivates us at Apple. This is why we get out of bed in the morning. We're all at Apple to do the very best work of our lives. Our work is a way to realize our values. We do that first and foremost through the products that we create, revolutionary products that empower people to do things they could never do before, products that connect people and help them share the most meaningful moments of their daily lives, products that enable great works of art and simple expressions of joy, products that make us more creative and more productive, products that change everything. We also express our values in the actions we take as a company, actions like fighting climate change. As global citizens, we are already seeing the devastating impact of climate change around the world. U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry was just here in Milan attending the expo. His focus was on how to feed the world, and he spoke about the impact of climate change on food security. And as he put it, on global security, period. Fighting climate change is very high on the international agenda, as it must be. Later this month, leaders from 190 countries around the world will meet in Paris to negotiate new agreements to limit pollution. It's a challenge we must face together as a community of nations. Perhaps more than any other issue, the climate crisis reminds us that our destinies are intertwined, and the problem will only be solved if every single country gets behind it. The environment must also be on the business agenda. As business leaders, we have a responsibility to address this, and urgently. We have an obligation to our companies and our shareholders because climate change impacts supply chains, energy prices, and overall economic stability. But more than that, we have an obligation to do what is right. That's what drives us at Apple. And that's why we make a bold commitment to run our entire company on renewable energy. We're currently running on 87% renewable energy worldwide, and we're not going to stop until we achieve 100. That's our goal, and it's within our reach. An Apple that's carbon neutral around the world for the good of the world. This is why we've resolved to power our newest data centers in Ireland and Denmark with clean renewable energy as well, just like the ones in the United States. And that's a start, but it's not enough. You can't change the world for the better if all you change is yourself. So we're investing with our suppliers around the world to help them run on clean energy as well. We and our suppliers in China, for example, are on track to build out over 2 gigawatts of clean energy by 2020. That's enough to power 2.6 million Chinese homes. And it's why we pioneered new environmentally sound materials in many of our products. While some people might look at that as a competitive advantage, we are giving the information to our competitors for free. Because when our goal is leaving the earth better than we found it, we need them to join us as well. I know I speak for the team at Apple when I say values like these are what defines us. They inspire us. They drive us to do better. Living our values also means expanding economic opportunity wherever we operate. We're proud to have created more than 80,000 jobs right here in Italy and more than 1.4 million across Europe. Many of those jobs have grown out of the success of the App Store, which revolutionized the software industry and is delivering billions of euros in revenue to European developers, including thousands right here in Italy. Living our values also means standing up for our customers' fundamental right to privacy. Today, our iPhones carry not just our conversations and our photos, but our financial information, our health data, and our most intimate conversations. We believe that kind of data is personal data. It is yours and no one else's. We keep it secure and leave it alone. Living our values also means standing up for equal rights for everyone. We know that discrimination against anyone holds everyone back. So at Apple, we welcome everyone, no matter where they come from, what they look like, how they worship, or who they love. It's simply the right thing to do. Apple is open to everyone and always will be. I've been fortunate to join a company that shares my values, and my great hope for you is that you do the same. It's my hope for you as individuals, and it's my hope for all of us, because the rest of us are counting on you. You have before you an incredible opportunity. I would actually call it an obligation. You owe it to yourself and to the rest of the world to be a part of something that serves a noble purpose, however you define it. And you can do that through your work. Because now more than ever, businesses are in a position to help societies solve their greatest problems. The responsibility should not rest on governments alone. Whether we're talking about climate change or equal rights, the challenges we face are simply too great for businesses to stand on the sidelines, especially today when companies have more capacity to do more good in more ways for more people than at any point in human history. I hope the students in the audience today hold on to your idealism, not just as students, but also as graduates, as CEOs, and even as presidents. Push the boundaries. Reject old assumptions, because you really can do business differently. You really can lead with your values and your passion to change the world. Bocconi, of course, was founded on this very idea more than 100 years ago. The idea that business at its best serves the public good. That idea is as vital today as it was a century ago. So what will your success look like? As you consider that question, understand that the whole world has a stake in your answer. The world has a stake in how you do business. Milan is a global city. Bocconi is a global university. And you are citizens not only of Italy or your respective countries, but you are citizens of the world. And you have a voice to be heard across continents. Use it. Speak up. You are better connected to the rest of the globe than any generation has ever been. And I hope that's exciting to you. It's incredibly exciting to me. The lessons you're learning here at Bocconi, the knowledge you're building, and the connections you'll make can help you truly change the world and improve the lives of many people. If you infuse your work with your values, if you serve through your work a moral purpose, if you insist on business that serves the greater good, then you will leave the world better than you found it. And you will succeed by any metric that matters. Best of luck, and thank you. Thank you all.